This is our podcast.
TikTok Tucker today, it being Thursday and all, we're trying something that I've seen many times and I've doubted whether it would work. This is cooking a fish in the dishwasher, the fish washer.
It's a thing. Tim Robards, he has made selection for SAS Australia. As we speak, he's going to Gallipoli to take on the Turk.
Let me have a look. No, he's just getting his hair done outside. You know, what happens now that he's passed muster? We are going to be talking to Kevin McLeod. He, of course, is the host of Grand Designs. And we thought we'd put this to the tribal drum. How long has your renovation taken? It never follows an easy course ever.
There were some long ones in there. Also, standing up at a concert, does that pass the pub test?
It's all coming up.
Enjoy the podcast.
Everybody online.
Right now, by the miracle of recording, we had so many requests for them to do it again.
Mistress Amanda,
Miss Keller. Amanda.
doesn't work alone.
Wow, this is fantastic.
Her friend is in a back room making the tools of the trade.
I've heard them describe him as a drunken idiot.
Sorry, I've been drinking beer.
The legendary pirate Jonesy and Amanda the actress.
Hello, Wiggles. Congratulations, Mandy. We're on the radio right now.
What is it you can't face?
Jonesy and Amanda, you're doing a great job.
You have no empathy for anyone but yourself, you giant tool.
Now's the time to hear good radio.
Sorry, a bit of a tongue twist there.
But you're an idiot.
Jonesy and Amanda are here.
It's showtime, a-holes. We're on the air.
Top of the morning to you, Amanda. How are you today?
I've got the beginnings of a cold that I'm fighting. I've had a Lemsip.
Yep.
I'm seeing how my voice is going to hold out. But I feel okay.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I won't strain my instrument.
Just, vocal exercises. Unique New York.
No, I think the less I talk, the better, which is your dream.
Do you think you
Brendan.
should get it going like Jimmy Barnes does? Just woo, like an air raid siren.
No, I don't think that's going to help. I think I'll just make my way calmly through the morning.
Good. It sounds like you're doing one of those Reiki shows.
I should work for Smooth this morning.
Maybe you should, but you sound a little rough. Maybe you should work for Rough. All right, on Rough.
I think you cover us enough for the rough.
I'm going to start a radio station called Rough. That'll be great. Everyone will love
I imagine it already exists.
So relaxing. Did you watch SAS Australia last
No,
night?
but we are talking to one of the two. I see it's question number 7 of the Mag 7. So if you want to answer that correctly, pay attention.
Yep.
We're talking to Tim Robards, who's one of the two who made selection.
Made selection, so he's in there. He's off to Israel. He's going to fight the Hamas.
Wouldn't it be an interesting twist if they actually had to go and
Imagine
work for the
that.
SAS?
That's a show.
Yeah.
They had, some grisly stuff last night on the show. They had this.
After being held for over 2 hours, each recruit will now be forced to suffer the most confronting experience any SAS soldier will ever face.
Live from the studios of Channel 7, this is Dancing with the Stars.
Brutal.
So brutal. They'd rather
brutal.
go and fight on the front.
I'd rather face the Turk than do that show again. Tim with his bad back as well. He can't do that.
Yeah, he's been quite vocal about
Yep.
how, he battles with pain every day as a chiropractor.
Well, perhaps he shouldn't work on his back as a chiropractor.
Shouldn't do his own work.
Well, just not go to a chiropractor, I believe.
Well, I'll let you put that to him because that's how he earns a living, Brendan.
Is it? Does he still do that? So you can go and get yourself aligned.
I think so.
I have no beef with chiropractors. I just remember when I broke my back in that motorcycle accident, I said to the orthopaedic surgeon, my mum said, should I go and see a chiropractor? And he says, do you want to walk again? And I went, well, yeah, I like walking. He goes, well, don't go and see a chiropractor.
Well, see,
he's an expert.
One school of medicine is never going to enjoy another.
True that.
Another philosophy of healing.
It's like going getting cupping and all that other junk.
Yeah. If you're not into cupping, they're going to poo-poo the cupping. Remember when you poo-pooed the cupping? You haven't been invited back, I remember.
No one wants to poo-poo the cupping.
And then rinse that out before you go.
Action-packed show today. Not only have we got Tim Robards on the show, we've got Kevin McLeod of the Clan McLeod joining us.
From Grand Designs, TikTok Tucker, Brendan.
Makes its return.
We're going into the kitchen relatively early this morning because it takes a bit of time to cook today.
I'm excited. And we can't do anything till the Magnificent 7. We've got some great prizes, a $150 Beren's restaurant voucher and a Summer on the Harbour cruise package. Question 1 for you.
What colour is the K in the Kmart logo?
Jam Nation. I must say, these cookies that you brought in, your chocolate chip cookies, You should start your own franchise, Mrs. Munz's. Forget
Do you
Mrs.
think?
Fields.
Mrs. Munz's biscuits.
These are so good.
I bought you some in, but I'd have to make them en masse if I went into production, and I just can't be bothered.
Yeah,
One
yum.
batch a weekend is enough.
Wow, they're just so good.
Oh, I'm glad you like them.
Thank you.
Ryan's allowed to have one too.
No, I don't.
Hey, give me one.
I don't.
When he's so gracious,
I
how
don't
can you
think
refuse
he'd
him?
I don't think he'd like them.
I do.
Aren't you allergic to stuff? Aren't you intolerant?
Not cookies.
Okay.
Intolerant of you.
Join the club.
We're into the Magnificent Seven. 7 questions. Can you go all the way and answer all 7 questions correctly? If you do that, Amanda will say...
I'll say join the club of people who are intolerant to Brendan Jonesy Jones.
I think you'll find that I'm very palatable. But it's about getting question 7 right.
Give me hives.
Belinda's in Winston Hills. Hello, Belinda.
Hi, Jonesy. Hi, Amanda.
Hello, Belinda. Question 1 for you. What colour is the K in the Kmart logo?
It's red.
It is red.
Joaquin Phoenix is starring in an upcoming biopic as which famous historical figure?
Have you seen the footage of him dressed up as this character? Who is it?
No, I haven't seen. Sorry. No.
Well, it's a French leader, let's say, or military leader.
Jeremy's in Narellan Vale.
Hi, Jeremy. Do you know who Joaquin Phoenix is going to be? An upcoming historical show?
I was actually at the movies the other night and seen the shorts for Napoleon.
Napoleon.
Was it good? What do you think, Jeremy?
It looks very good.
I think
looks
so
very
too.
good.
I'm going to see that.
Fun fact, Napoleon wasn't as short as everyone would have you believe. He was quite tall.
And has he come out and complained and said, I was tall, people,
Historically,
I was tall.
everyone said he was short man complex, but he wasn't that short. He not like Prince, who's short. Or you, who said one time that you were 3 foot tall.
I know. And I said that recently when I had to fill out some medical forms.
Yep.
I'm not good at height.
No.
So if you're a criminal and I watch you do something, I have to tell the
Yep.
police, you're going to be okay because I'll get your height wrong.
You'd be terrible.
Yeah.
And that goes...
But he had a really nice set of ears.
If you get abducted as well, there's no point in the blindfold because...
I will notice nothing.
Let's play AI Who Am I, Jeremy?
Who am I? Computer says,
No idea. So what's happened here, Jeremy? We've got an AI version of Elvis, but what song is he singing?
When you're here, boy, couldn't look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You feel like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so f***ing special.
Elvis.
Elvis.
What's the song?
Creep.
It's Creep.
Oh, excuse me. I've got a name. Yeah.
This next question is interesting in light of Brendan Jones encouraging his son to be a parking inspector.
No, encouraging his son not to be a parking inspector.
Well, Brendan, you're going to come around. According to the latest study by Finder, how much do Australians pay in parking fines every year? Is it A, $400 million? Wow. B, $500 million? Or C, $600 million?
I'm going to be guessing and say B.
No, it's not $500 million.
And there we have it of the Magnificent Seven. According to the latest study by Finder, how much do Australians pay in parking fines per year? It's either A, $400 million or C, $600 million. They're providing a great service to our great nation.
Jonesy and Amanda. Sam Nation.
Podcast.
The Magnificent Seven, we find ourselves at question number 4.
It's going to Greg in Blacktown. Hello, Greg. Oh, Greg, what's happened to your phone,
we can't
Greg?
deal with that phone.
Hold on. Is that better?
Yeah,
that's better.
Question 4 is, according to the latest study by Finder, how much do Australians pay in parking fines per year? Is it $400 million or $600 million?
I'll go 600 million.
That's
600
correct.
million. Whoa. They're
I know
doing honourable work.
This
The
doesn't
Lord's
go
work.
into the pockets of the parking
Yeah, it does. They
inspectors,
live in
Brendan.
ginormous mansions in the eastern
No
suburbs.
wonder your son's interested in doing it then.
Of course, but, you know.
You've got such a set
I will have
against
no
them.
son.
Oh, honestly. You distress me when you talk like this.
Why? I don't know why. You're the one. I haven't had a
know.
parking fine. I don't
I
think
get
I've
a
ever
million
had
of them, and yet I appreciate
but
they're
you
doing.
love them.
I appreciate they're doing a job, and it's not their fault
They're not doing
that I'm being
sure.
fined.
True or false, Greg? Leonardo DiCaprio's new girlfriend wasn't even born when Titanic was released.
When the movie Titanic, not
Yeah,
when
not
the
the
boat
original
actually
one.
went down.
True.
It is true.
It's true.
She's 25 years old. Her name is Vittoria Coretti. Remember that name because he'll be with her forever. They will be the Paul Newman, the Joanne Woodward of the world.
I know, but like Leonardo.
Come on, mate.
What
You're
about that
starting to
time?
look a little like a saddo.
What about one? I don't think he looks sad at all.
Really?
What about that time he left a nightclub and his girlfriend was upset because he left a nightclub with 30 women?
Yeah. It was a preschool.
She's home cooking the oven chips and the chops, and he comes out of a nightclub with 30 women.
She was having a 26th birthday. She knew it was all over. Question 6. Which specific insult did Marty McFly not take lightly, Greg? I'm not a nerd, so I don't know this.
Thanks.
I will. Which specific insult did Marty McFly not take lightly? What insult set him off?
What insult?
Yeah, there was always something people would say to him.
Swearing?
No. Have you seen Back to the Future, Greg?
Was there swearing in it?
No. Michelle is in Richmond.
I've seen the films, but I'm not a nerd, so I don't remember the details.
I don't think Back to the Future's nerdy.
No, it's not nerdy, but it's a long time ago. Which specific insult did Marty McFly not take lightly, Michelle?
Was it being chicken?
Yeah, not being chicken, being called chicken. He didn't like it.
Ron McFly, chicken?
Nobody calls me chicken.
And then it would always backfire on him. Who were the winners of SAS Australia last night? You can just name one of them.
There were two, but name one. Who made it through?
Was it Tim?
Well, okay. Michelle, can you give us some more stuff?
Surname?
Starts with R.
Starts with or was it the old guy, the diver?
No, he didn't make it through.
Which is odd because he rescued those little kids in the
Also,
cave.
we do require names. The old guy, the diver.
This is why I don't go on reality TV anymore. John is in Campbelltown.
Hello, John.
How are you?
Very well. Name one of the winners of SAS Australia last night. When we say winners, people who passed.
Yep. Matthew Mitchards and Tim Robards.
Well, it was Matthew Mitchum.
Yeah, and Tim Robards. Now they've been sent to the front to take on the Turk.
Or just go on Dancing with the Stars.
Either one. The horror. Congratulations, John. You've won the jam pack. It's all coming your way. A $150 Beren's restaurant voucher. Epic breakfasts, casual coffees, long lunches, intimate dinners. What do you want? Beren's is the destination. A summer on the harbour cruise package. Experience Sydney Harbour with Captain Cook Cruises. Tickets available now from captaincook.com.au. And Jonesy and Amanda caricatures for you to colour in and some stainless pencils. John, anything you'd like to add to this?
No, just have a good day. Enjoy the sun. Hopefully it's going to.
Thank you, John. What's coming up on the show?
That was the last bit.
Enjoy the sun, he said.
And it trailed off a bit.
I don't know.
It's not going to implode or anything?
No.
Okay. He said, enjoy the sun while it lasts or before it implodes.
I don't know. I told you I've got a sore throat.
Okay,
so why are you
talk?
encouraging me to talk
I'm
crap?
just asking.
Save my words for when they're needed.
Save it for tomorrow.
You said I'll do all the talking today, and then you're saying to me rhetorically, what did he say? What do you mean? And then you... Brendan.
Now you're talking more.
I know. Stop it.
Rest your instrument, friend.
I will.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Are you ready to go?
Let's go.
Here, go for landing.
Let's go, you dumb idiots.
Thumbing through the Almanac, our big book of musical facts. This day in 1999, Foo Fighters released their hit Learn to Fly. The boys were on SNL. That's Saturday Night Live.
Sure.
For everyone else. Last Saturday night, and was the first time back since the band were introduced to the stage by Christopher Walken.
Hi, I'm Chris Walken. I'm hosting Saturday Night Live this week with musical guest Foo Fighters. I don't know why, but I assumed that you were Chinese.
It's good, isn't it, if you didn't hear it? The way Chris announced Foo Fighters has actually turned into a 15-year meme online. Even to this day, Dave is asked in interviews to impersonate him.
He's like, ladies and gentlemen, Foo Fighters. Because I knew that's what happened. I was like, don't say, most people say Foo Fighters, but the way Christopher Walken says it, Foo Fighters.
It's the Foo Fighters. So he's a bit like Arnold Schwarzenegger, California. Anyway, it's any reason to play not just that meme, but this.
The Foo Fighters.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Learn to Fly.
And then we're heading into the kitchen, Brendan.
Yes, TikTok Tucker coming up right after the Fooey's or Foo Fighters.
Jam Nation.
We're in the Jonesy and Amanda kitchen because it's time for...
You hungry?
Starving. It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it.
Ever fancied a mouldy, bacteria-infested slab of meat?
Not a bad tucker, though.
Just fall off the bone.
That's what gets results.
Don't eat too much, though. Tends to give you diarrhea.
TikTok Tucker. Every time we're in the kitchen filming, I know you lurk behind me because you like to gurn and pull rough heads, but I'm like a horse. Don't go behind me because you won't be happy.
Yeah, because there'll be a big plop.
There'll be a big plop and it'll be you.
I like to lurk and gurn.
What we're doing today...
TikTok Tucker, where we make food from TikTok.
Is something that I've seen before and I've never tried and I'm intrigued.
Oh, okay.
The meal
sexy.
itself is pretty straightforward, but the way we're cooking it is interesting.
What do we got?
We're going to cook trout,
I love trout.
in the dishwasher. It's called fish washer. So... let's try it. That's why we're in the kitchen early, because this is going to take some time. Mm-hmm. So I'll get 2 pieces of aluminium. Actually, I'll take my jewels off because it's all going to stinky maninky.
Right, yeah.
We put down some alfoil. Oh, that's not a very big piece, is it? Let me just get another piece of the alfoil. And I think I might need another long one because you have to make a big parcel because obviously it has to be completely watertight. Okay, we're going in. So let's get out our fish.
So you look like you've got a bit of a strategy with this.
Well, I'm hoping so. So we've got a trout.
Oh, no, it's a whole fish.
Well, yeah, you're not just going to put fillets in. Don't you like whole fish?
I don't like it.
It is hard to get the meat. Oh, stinky maninks.
It's fish.
It's early in the morning to be doing this, isn't it?
it's
It's got its
too
head and everything.
Dealing with that.
All right, so I'm going to put this fish on the foil.
Are you going to... Yep, that one?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, just like that. Then I've got some lemon or lime slices, lemon and lime. We're going to put these slices on top, like so. Mm-hmm. The slices down its little body.
When did you get to the fish shop?
One of my many capable assistants has been to the fish shop.
Down
Brandon.
to the local munger.
And then, so we've done that. Then I'm going to put some chili flakes, or what have I got here? Chili, yeah, just some chili flakes on it. Let's shake those on. Why isn't that coming out? Let's open this big side. Some chili flakes. Hey, bro. Some chili flakes, and then I put oil on it. Oh, right. Salt and pepper, as well as the oil. Drizzle of oil. So we've got our trout.
You've got the Ian Hewitson drizzle of oil.
Is that a lot? Do you think that's a lot? Answer the question, Council. Do you think that's a lot?
I don't want to say anything on the grounds that it might incriminate.
So what we do now, this is the crucial part.
I'm worried about the end of the fish.
Yeah, don't worry. It's going to be okay. I'm now going to wrap this up in a parcel so that it's tight as old Mrs. McBite. So scrunch, scrunch, scrunch so that it's completely watertight. I'm making a parcel. Do you agree that that's an airtight parcel?
No.
Why? Which bit is going to...
It's as loose as old Mrs. McGee.
No. Which bits are going to get water in them?
All those bits there you've left loose.
All right. And you point to them, Brandon. Point to the bits that are loose.
There.
Oh, you're a pain in the neck. How about this? And I wrap it again. Layer upon layer upon layer. How about this? You happy now if I do this?
That's much better.
All right. It's wrapped up in 1,000 pieces of alfoil. You happy now?
I love it.
Okay, this is now going to go into the dishwasher.
Did you say the dishwasher?
Unlike an oven, obviously, this isn't a temperature that we can make higher than... It's not going to be as big as a temperature. I've taken a lemon sip this morning, so I'm not speaking
So it's not
English.
going to be as hot as an oven.
Thank you.
It's a dishwasher.
So I'm opening the dishwasher, but I have set it to the saucepan setting, which is
Can
the
I put
highest...
my cereal bowl in there as well?
No, because we're not putting detergent in. And this is the highest temperature, which is the pots and pans one.
Yep.
We may have to do 2 cycles. So we'll see how we go. But I'm going to press start.
Yep.
You ready now, Brendan?
Yeah,
it's
ready.
just, there's no detergent. It's just this.
I just like you watching you use a dishwasher.
And off it goes. There it goes.
Is it working?
Yeah. So this is a fish washer. We're making fish in the dishwasher. I've always been intrigued. I've seen people do it on TikTok. How long does it take and is it going to be okay? We will discover all of this when we open it up later on.
Jonesy and Amanda's
Jam Nation
Podcast.
Well, you may know our next guest is the strapping lad who kicked off the first ever season of The Bachelor Australia, very happily, married with 1 child and another one on the way. But he recently swapped the dinner dates and rose ceremonies for a different style of challenges. He was hung from a 100-metre canyon drop, been buried alive, nearly knocked out Anthony Mundine, known as number 14 on SAS. He's also known as his real name, Tim Robards. Hello, Tim. How are you?
Tim.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It was had a couple of tears again last night, reliving it.
What does it mean for you to have passed? Is that what you set out to achieve?
Yeah, it means that I could walk back home and hold my head up high and not be bossed around by my wife, because when she did 11 days the year before, and since then it was like living with Aunt. Literally, she's just ordering me around the house. She was wearing the pants, so it meant that I got to put my business socks on and regain a bit of dignity back then. It meant a lot to me. Like I've been through such a struggle with my, I know I look a certain way, but underneath I've got a lot of chronic issues going on. And for me, this was a chance to really try and nurture my body instead of, preparing to get as fit as I can, as strong as I can. It was, for me, it was actually healing a lot of stuff so I could go in there and be as resilient as I can, get through it without breaking down, and I guess proving to myself that I'm not done yet. I've had so many people go, mate, slow down, calm it down, do less, and this was a chance for me not to tell myself I'm not over yet.
Well, certainly you go through the ringer, and also being said that you're all show and no toe. That must have hurt.
Oh, yeah. Like, especially there was a little bit of the magic editing of TV on some of those challenges. And some of that was edited in afterwards, I think, to give a little bit of jeopardy. But, some of that hurts when something happens and you're watching it and it doesn't actually play out as it happens. But that's what I've along my journey. It's been, I guess, there's an expectation because you look a certain way, and there's an expectation for you to do well. And there was a lot of pressure for me going into this, especially with a wife who did so well. And I literally, when I got in day 2, day 3, you don't see the ferocity, the day to day. Like, I think people watch it and they think, we go and do a few challenges and then we go back and chill by the campfire. It's like, it is relentless. And I wanted to tap out after 2 or 3 days, and that extra, I really felt that extra pressure and expectation, but tried to use it and turn it into something that drove me.
You spoke quite openly about your chronic issues and your, the pain that you're often in. I think that probably helped a lot of people to see that someone who looks like you can still be having pain on the inside. It's not an easy life for anybody.
Yeah, no, I got to grow. I put up something the other day on Instagram. There was such a great response. A lot of people really gelled with that. I think a lot of people go through chronic pain. And I don't want to use it as an excuse, but it is part of, I look a certain way and you wouldn't think that. But and also being the chiropractor, being that person who generally, I feel like I've always got to be Mr. Perfect. You can't be a chiropractor in more pain than your patients. But so many times, honestly, I was, because, a lot of my issues started before I became a chiropractor. Doesn't mean I'm the worst chiropractor in the world, but it's really hard to actually find someone to treat yourself. But I think a lot of people go through this. I see them every day. I deal with them all the time, and I think I'm almost a guinea pig for a lot of what I've had to do to help other people. I've had to try and help myself and use that knowledge, and that's what I did going into this course. Was a few months leading up to really use all the knowledge I had to try and build a resilient body to actually get through this thing without falling apart.
But the modern chiropractor as well, that's transformed into more a physio role. They don't go around cracking necks and backs anymore, do they?
Yeah, that's one of your tools, but I spend a lot of my time, it's like going, hey, what's the cause of your issue? Usually it's the lack of movement or the lack of good movement. So, it's not so much everything done on the table. It's let's get out into the gym area. Let's pick up some weights. Let's get you moving healthy. So that's what I had to do with myself. It wasn't so much, go and lay on someone's table and, all right, fix me. It was, okay, how do we fix this through movement? And that's one of the things that with me, if I don't move, I feel more pain. So people kind of think I'm maybe training through this to look a certain way, and I'm killing my body in the process. It's not that at all. I actually need to move now. It's from years of sport, but I need to move. That is the best thing for the pain, is regular movement. If I sit still, then I'm in more pain.
And so what's next for Tim? What happens now?
Do you actually go and join the army?
Are you fighting the Turk? Are you going to take on the Turk?
I'm really focused on the acting side of things, so I'm loving that journey. There's not much happening because of the States is all shut down at the moment with the strikes and things, but it was kind of good to see some of the photos as they would come through. I go, oh, okay, that'll be me in an acting role coming soon. So it was, I got to live out some of my my young man dreams of running around like a superhero on the show.
I noticed you were doing a bit of Blue Steel there while you were looking out from the
latrine.
Not the latrine, when you were like lining up your gun there to shoot someone.
Oh, yeah, that's just constantly I'm pulling Blue Steel.
That's a life. Well, Tim, congratulations
well
to you,
done,
mate.
Tim.
Say hi to Anna. Good luck with bub number 2.
Will do. Thank you so much.
Jam Nation.
Moving into the gram right now.
Who wants some free money?
Instant.
Coin, cash.
Moolah.
I like the sound of that.
Jonesy and Amanda's
It's time. 10 questions, 60 seconds on the clock. You can pass if you don't know an answer. We'll come back to that question if time permits. If you get all the questions right, $1,000.
And then we say to you, you know what? We've got one bonus question here. Do you want to play double or nothing?
Mm-hmm. Caitlin's in Cat-Eye. I like the alliteration there.
Hi, Caitlin.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Let's see what we can do for you. We've got 10 questions. We've got 60 seconds. If you're not sure, say pass, because we may have time to come back, all right? Caitlin?
Yes.
Oh,
Caitlin.
what's happened to your phone?
What's with that phone, Caitlin?
Are you there?
Yes. Can you hear us? You're in a best.
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Okay.
You're in a good position
Go and
to
stand
answer?
next to a tower.
Oh, Caitlin.
Caitlin.
Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, is that better?
That's better.
Stay exactly
Sorry,
where you
I will
are.
not move a centimetre.
Get some of that 5G goodness.
Stay exactly where you are because we're about to start. Here we go. Question 1. What colour is emerald?
Green.
Question 2. What material does a blacksmith work with?
Pass.
Question 3. Who was Australia's first Prime Minister?
Pass.
Question 4. True or false? Gum takes 7 years to digest.
True.
Caitlin, everyone knows it's false. That's a
an urban
conspiracy.
myth. It's only a couple of days.
Oh, my God, my family's lied to me this whole time.
No,
Your
exactly.
family, what have they done?
That's what parents do,
They
Caitlin.
told me that gum takes that long
No.
to digest.
It's an
I know.
urban myth.
And that grape seeds grow in your ears. My
Yeah.
mum told me that once.
It's like Paul McCartney's dead. And
Is he? I saw him the other night.
no, the myth that he was dead.
What material does a blacksmith work with? Metal. We would have taken iron or steel or any of those.
Oh, I was thinking steel.
And Edmund Barton was our first Prime Minister with his industrial strength high pants.
Yep, and big eyebrows.
Oh, I would have said someone else, so I'm glad I passed
Oh.
as well. I
Who
did
would
not
you-
do well.
Oh, you did okay, Caitlin. $100
You didn't do
to
great.
be getting on with.
But you gave us
Thank you.
Thanks, Caitlin.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
I wonder how our fish is going. We have
Dishwasher.
We have for TikTok Tucker. We've got a trout going through a cycle in the dishwasher to cook the trout. We'll have that later in the show, and hopefully it'll be edible. Intriguing, because obviously a dishwasher can't be as hot as an oven. So we've put it onto the saucepan setting, and hopefully it'll work.
I took the liberty of putting some rinse aid in there as well.
Oh, that's lovely, Brendan.
Just so it's nice.
Well, lots of people have done it on TikTok. Does it work? Is it real? We'll find out.
That's coming up. In the meantime, Kevin McLeod's going to be joining us on the show. Looking forward to catching up with Kevin from Grand Designs. Always a good chat.
It's a stressful show to watch, isn't it? Because people set out with dreams of this renovation is going to take us 8 months and it's going to cost us such and such. And he's gone back to some of them and they've just still been going. So this one in New Zealand I saw went for 6 years.
6
At
years?
the beginning, the woman was pregnant, and when it was completed, she had about 18 children.
Yeah.
And they just live in all the mud and the muck in the meantime. It would drive me crazy.
Have you lived through a renovation? I remember your place
I'm not
when
good
you
at it.
when you bought it. You didn't live in it, but I remember looking at it. I said, "Wow, you got a lot of work to do."
Well, that was 22 years ago. We didn't live in it, but at the end, it just felt. Remember, Murphy Brown had a live-in builder pretty much with her.
No, the painter.
The painter. That's how it felt. Is that there were people there constantly.
Yeah, she always had the
At the
painter
end.
in.
Yeah. So you just think, when is it ever going to be finished?
When's it going to be done?
But one of the other Grand Design builds took 22 years.
That's too long.
Imagine living with someone who wants to do the reno themselves.
Yeah.
And then that would drive them crazy. My brother had to move because some people next door were doing a home renovation. And it took years and years, and they only ever did it on weekends. So when you're at home trying to relax, there's noise, there's dust, there's all of that. You just can't stand it.
And living in a big city, you've just got to accept that there's always going to be renovations going on. I remember a few years ago we looked at a house and it was great. It was massive. It was this mental 6-bedroom house. It was huge. And from the outside, you go, oh, my God, it's like this giant mansion-looking thing. And then when you get into the house, they had this huge, like, staircase, big ornate marble staircase, like gone from the wind. But the rest of it needed, like, work. And so it had 6 bathrooms. 5 of them needed to be done. Wow. The first bathroom was the only one it had done. It had taken so long, the first bathroom was out of date. The renovation had taken, and this house had been just this constant building. And it would have cost, it was, in the end, we didn't, like it was cheap at the time, but to buy it, you would have had to tip, I don't know, millions into it to get it up to scratch.
By the time you buy it and you renovate, your kids have left home.
Exactly.
So you don't need a 6-bedroom house and a blah, blah.
Yeah, exactly.
But
like Freddie Mercury, just a bedroom for each of his cats.
That's all he needed. But for many people, you're living with someone who does this renovation. Maybe it's you, maybe it's a neighbour, but a renovation that just goes on and on and on.
Maybe the tribal drum will beat for this. The longest renovation.
It's been 84 years.
And I've done 1 bathroom.
We'd love to hear from you. Then maybe this will help people out, speed things along a bit.
Or at least get the angst out.
Jam Nation.
The tribal drum is beating because Kevin McLeod from Grand Design's coming up. He's always a great chat, but we're just talking about the longest reno.
It's been 84 years.
And we've done our fair share of renovations. And I got to tell you, I've had microwaves set up outside using the barbecue to cook the evening meal while it's pouring down rain. I just don't want to go through that again.
And I feel stressed when I watch those shows because they say, as long as we get decent weather, we'll be okay. And then, of course, it rains for 4 months and it's just hard to watch. But what's it like to live through?
Bridget has joined us.
Hi, Bridget.
Hi, I'm back again. I'm sorry. I thought 2 times in a week was too much, but I have to tell this story.
Tell us about your reno.
So we cracked the ground in June of 2017. And I know that probably doesn't seem too long ago, but we're still going. So we're coming up to 6.5 years and we haven't finished.
So why is it taking so long? Is your husband and you doing it yourselves?
This is the funny part, but look, I do have to take my hat off to my husband. My husband is a builder and he's also a carpenter. So, yes, he's doing it himself. And he is transforming our house from a shitty old little, 4-bedroom, dark 70s brick home. It was awful. And the transformation he's done is amazing. But we've just had so many hold-ups. And COVID hit, and then my husband had lost interest and he was still working full-time with his team. And he was working here, every Saturday and doing some quiet stuff on Sunday when he could. But in the whole 6.5 years, he's probably only had about 8 weeks off work. But then, my husband's in the business and getting trades can be a nightmare. And, our kitchen got delayed. We were supposed to have our kitchen done in January. The guy pulled out on us in March, and then we had to go through the whole rigmarole again. So our kitchen is finally going in November. But like I said, we're still not finished.
No.
Are you living with...
You know what, Bridget? You're not going to be finished anytime soon, so you just got to give in to that.
But what are you living without? What's the hardest bit?
Moving stuff from one end of the house to the other to accommodate all the different building works that are going on. And there's been a lot going on. And living in dirt and dust and the trades and, we've got animals and it's like it's been a nightmare because I'm so anal and I'm so fastidious and I'm so clean. It's been a nightmare and I just can't wait till the nightmare's over.
And if you can't get tradies, who can?
Well, that's the thing. But if your husband's a builder all day, he's on the tools building at work and then he comes home, the last thing you want to do is do some more building at home.
Sure. But
Same for mechanics and electricians.
If you guys can't get tradies to come to your home,
but
what hope does anyone else have?
Oh, yeah, of course. I thought you were he gets other tradies coming in. You can't do that either.
Yeah,
it's like when my wife says, there's something broken, she says, we'll hire a hubby. And I said, I'm not having those guys around here. I'll do it myself.
I think what Bridget's saying is they've tried to get other trades to come in and finish the work and they pull out on them.
Yeah, because the tradies, they're embarrassment of riches at the moment. They've got too much work on.
Wow, so
they can pick and choose.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Coffee?
Coffee. I need coffee. Extra strong.
All I have is tequila and coffee liqueur.
Make it a double.
Kevin McLeod from Grand Designs is coming up on the show. The tribal drummer's beating for the longest Reno.
It's been 84 years.
That'd be very hard.
We have had our fair share of renovations.
Have you?
They are just... Yeah, and I just can't go through it again. I do like hanging out with the tradies, though, the builders and all that sort of stuff. There was one time when I came home from work and Dion, the master builder, who we became very close to, came out of the house not wearing a shirt, and my wife followed out behind him, and he's a pretty hunky sort of guy with a big thing of wood in his hands. And I just sort of went, fair enough.
As long as he gets the job
He said,
finished,
well, I don't want to get my shirt dirty.
I don't
I don't want
mind.
to get my shirt dirty. I went, no worries, mate.
Yeah.
You want a beer?
Yeah, you want
Help
a beer.
yourself.
Help yourself to my wife. Just finish on time. Hello, Annie.
Hi.
Tell us about the Reno. What was it?
A house that we bought just after my husband and I got married, and we've been renovating for 25 years.
Oh, no.
And the entire house, we had 2 children in that time, and they knew nothing of what it was like to have a lovely home. So we lived in rubble, we lived in dust, you name it, we lived in it.
Oh, no.
But the last 5 years, it started to sort of come together a bit because he also worked as a builder with his dad, so he wanted to do most of the work himself. But I used to say to my husband, I wish you'd have an affair rather than renovate the house, because I can challenge another woman, but I cannot challenge you working on this house.
Oh, it's hard.
And it used to be, it was just an absolute nightmare. So I wouldn't do this again.
No.
It's funny that
I don't think you've got enough life left to do it again.
When Annie said, that the kids never knew what it was like to live in a nice house. I'm obsessed with this show that's hosted by an English architect host called George Clark, and he looks at their big desire to move out of the city, because they say, we want our kids to have a country life.
Yep.
And they live through about 4 winters in a caravan because they're building the house. And you
That's
think,
terrible.
What a hard way for your kids to be living. Actually, maybe the kids don't mind, but it snows, it rains, it's horrific.
It's like living in a war zone.
Terrible. So your
go to
kids
Syria.
can have a better life.
Thanks, Annie. Michael has joined us.
Hello, Michael.
Hello.
Tell us about the Reno.
I'm a bit hesitant about this because I'm the one doing the Reno.
Oh, here we go.
Well, my wife and I have been together for 25 years, and I started it before I met her, which I bought the house in 94, and it's still going there.
Wow. And when you say Reno, are there a small few bits you're finishing off, or are there still big chunks that haven't been done?
Well, I put a kitchen in the house when my daughter, I think, was on her first birthday. She's now 18, and my wife still doesn't have kickboards or splashbacks.
Oh, Michael,
no.
come on. A kickboard and a splashback's not that hard. You can
I
do
can't
that. Come on,
breathe
this
hearing
weekend.
How's she tolerating this, Michael?
I'm actually surprised she's not the one that called up, because I've been sitting here. I didn't want to call. I hung up a few times. I didn't want to stop myself. And I'm actually surprised she's not the one. And she'd be listening right now saying,
Louise.
Darling, I'm sorry.
Oh,
wow.
I will get around to it.
Come on, a splashback, surely. Yes.
Wow.
And you can get a modern splashback, but it probably won't match the rest of the kitchen because it's so old.
Oh, actually, it is a really polyurethane kitchen, so it's still within reason.
Good. Yeah, polyurethane's good.
I actually, when I first bought the house, I pulled all that paisley wall. It's an old place, a paisley wallpaper off, and there were 4 different colours of plasterboard behind the walls. One was bright yellow, one was pink, one was orange.
They've all come back into fashion, Michael.
Green. Everything I do, I take 1 step forward, I've got to take about 3 steps backwards to get one thing done,
I've got a friend who's a GP, and she said when women come to her with the stick that says, hey, look, there's 2 lines on this, I'm pregnant. She said, great, book your obstetrician and get your plans into council. Because everyone wants to renovate when they're having a baby.
It's true, it's the
and
nesting.
every woman goes home to a kitchen that isn't finished and a bathroom that isn't finished.
Good luck with that, Michael. Good luck with that.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation podcast.
Let's get on down to the Jonesy and Amanda Arms for the pub test. Standing up at a concert, does it pass the pub test?
What do you do? What do you do?
I go with the crowd. What the crowd is doing, if they're all sitting down, I sit down. If they're all standing up, I stand up.
If it's your favourite song and you want to stand up, how do you feel if someone behind you isn't standing up, because then you feel anxious that you're wrecking it for them. But if you've come for this one incredible song you want to stand up to, if you want to stand up for the whole show, it's annoying to be the person behind you, but it's being annoying to be the person who can't stand up.
If the song's playing, if they're playing a banger, then everyone stands up. That's the way it happens.
But sure, but maybe
you can't sit down through
one
that.
person's banger
is another person's
is
banger.
Is another person's I want to sit down for this.
Yeah.
Someone I know a friend of mine was at Paul McCartney on Saturday night. And the people behind her, she wanted to stand up for the whole show. I stood up for the whole show, but I was on that standing. I was on the flat bit.
In the good seats?
Well, I was in that bit at the front where everyone was standing.
You got to
up.
stand up there.
And she was on the first row of the sitting down bits behind, and she wanted to stand up and dance and just love it all. And the people behind her were getting highly agitated that she was standing up. In the end, she didn't want the angst. She just went upstairs to the bar area, stood up there and danced.
Yep.
But if you're in your seat, should you be allowed to stand up for the whole show?
Look, you look at a Paul McCartney, Live and Let Die comes on.
Live and let die.
You're out.
Everyone's
up. There's
Everyone's up.
pyrotechnics. You're going, yeah. Or what about this? This comes on. You're
The
up.
whole
You've got your light
stadium is
on
up.
your phone.
Everyone's swaying.
Maybe this comes on.
As days and nights.
You might sit down, or you might go off to the bar and get a drink. Mandy, what do you think? This goes for about 3 minutes 40.
Well, I stood up for that. I stood up the whole time. But what if someone behind you, for any of that, wants you to sit down? What do you do?
Adele she's actually waded into this on stage. People wanted to stand up, and people were saying, "Sit down."
So,
You don't have to sit down. You don't have to sit down. You're fine.
See, Adele's lectured someone from the stage. I've seen Dave Grohl get stuck into someone because they were holding up a sign. He said, yeah, I can see the sign, but the people behind you aren't going to like that sign.
But performers want you to stand up. I think in Australia, performers are flummoxed sometimes that we're not all standing up and dancing. Mm-hmm. They do that at American concerts. In Australia, we're far more circumspect.
Because they have better drink laws over there, i.e. the open pour, so you get more booze.
But as a performer, you'd want to see everyone just getting into it. Standing up at a concert, does it pass the pub test?
Jam Nation.
He's the man who made us fall in love with architecture. He's an award-winning broadcaster, an author, an environmentalist, an amateur balloonist. He's been hosting that iconic show Grand Designs for over 2 decades. And he's coming to Australia for a live tour. Kevin McLeod, hello.
Here he is.
Hello, hello.
We just had Paul McCartney in town. Are you going to be doing something similar with pyrotechnics and incredible audio visuals?
No. I mean, yes, but not in the same league. Come on.
Yes, you are.
That's a bit of literally a hard act to follow.
That is a hard act to follow. Yeah, why don't we put him on after a former Beatle? Yeah, great.
But having said that, you did introduce Middle Australia, Middle America, Middle Europe to architecture after 20 years. Why has this got such a cult following? Why are we so invested?
Because we all do it. I mean, we all love music. We all love, some of us love art or poetry or reading or sculpture. But these are all art forms and cultural kind of things we do, which we have sort of choice over. We choose to pick up a book, or we choose to look on YouTube. But whereas architecture it's around us all the time. We don't have any choice. It's the background to where we live.
I look at around the corner from my house. There's a beautiful old A-frame house, and it's kind of impractical, but it's been there since I was a boy. Long before I was born, in fact. And then recently they just knocked it down, and there was no protest, and they put up this sort of boxy type unit thing, but there was no protest. There was no one going, except for me going past, oh, that's a shame that house is gone. Will there be a time when an A-frame house like that will be heritage protected?
Yes. Oh, come on. And there, what you really need is you need a major radio program, and then you could tell people to form some kind of action group and get out there and create a conservation society. I'm very aware that because when I grew up, in the 1970s, I joined a thing called the Society for Protection of Ancient Buildings, which is basically the Leave It Alone Club. And it was quite firebrand. Lots of people campaigning, tying themselves to railings, of churches saying, do not destroy this. And what they're saying is their children now are campaigning for the preservation, of course, of buildings from the 70s and 80s, which are under such threat. And what we don't appreciate is that around us, there is such quality, and we only really come to recognise quality often when it's gone.
With Kevin's Home Truths, you're going to be taking questions also from the audience. What is it that most people want to know from your wealth of experience?
I haven't asked them yet, so that's my job, is to ask the audience on the night sort of what they want to hear, but also to ask them. And I thought what I'd do is get on your programme, right, 3 months before I'm doing this tour, so that I can
put it in their heads.
I've got time to think of a question.
Well, what is a question you would like them to ask you? Well, that's easy. Like, what's one question?
I like easy questions. Yeah, easy questions.
Just easy questions.
Short answers that I can give a short answer to that I've rehearsed, practiced, and
what's your favourite red wine?
The answer to that is any.
Yeah, okay. And will the feature wall ever come back?
Oh, the feature wall, yeah, why not? That's a very good, that's a really, really intelligent question.
There you go.
I'm just, sounds surprised.
That's copyright me. I also wanted to...
I'm going to write it down, I'm going to put it in the show.
And then steal it. That's
yeah, I'm going to steal it. No, I'll credit you. I'll credit you.
You've got a Land Rover that runs on vegetable oil. I'm always fascinated with that sort of stuff. Is it true that it smells like you're following a fish and chip shop when you drive past?
No. So what's really interesting is that it smells more of donuts.
Ooh.
So it's a bit more. It's a bit less salt and vinegary and a bit less, unappealing and a bit more, yummy.
Right. Because in Australia we have a term called donuts, but it's a whole different thing when you're doing donuts in a car.
Oh, with it on the track. We use the word for two meanings. Yes.
All right. Okay. Good. So you say donuts.
Do nuts, eat donuts. Do donuts, eat donuts.
If you had your car that smells of donuts, you'd be followed by police and young children right throughout the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd follow you.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit like Willy Wonka.
Yeah, that's right.
Enticing children into your donut Land Rover.
Yeah,
let's not go there.
No. There's going to be a lot of questions being asked when you're up on stage.
I'm not going to be answering those questions, officer.
Tickets to Kevin's Home Truths are on sale now via Ticketek. Kevin, it's great to talk to you again.
Yeah, it's good fun. We're doing this around the planet. That's what I can't believe. I can see you in your studio, you can see me, and we're having a chat. And I think it's wonderful.
And we've come in under budget, so this is great for the first time in history. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
Take care. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
We're not gonna take it.
I want you to get up right now.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell. I'm not gonna take this anymore.
Down to the Jonesy and Amanda Arms for the pub test. Standing up at a concert, does this pass the pub test?
A friend of mine went to see Paul McCartney and wanted to stand up, was loving it. And the people behind them were saying, can you not stand up?
Even the big songs?
I assume the big songs, yeah. But tickets were expensive. If you'd paid a lot of money to sit down, how would you feel? But it's Paul McCartney.
It's Paul McCartney. You're standing up, and I go with the crowd. You're all standing up for this. There's Paul, there's pyrotechnics. Boom! Or something like this. There you are.
Whole stadium is standing up.
You've got
It's
your
amazing.
lighter flapping around in the air.
With the phone, we do it now.
I like to take the lighter. I'm old school. Or something like this comes on. My Valentine.
Song for Nancy.
That's what I might say. Listen, I'm just going for a wee. Would you like a beer?
Standing up at a concert. Does it pass the pub test?
It sure does. I'm a big Bon Jovi fan, and John Bon Jovi says at every concert, stand up, this ain't television.
We were at the Paul McCartney concert on Saturday night in the second row back from the flat. An extremely large man stood up in front of us. There were 6 of us. We paid $300 for a ticket. We couldn't see around him, and he even blocked one of the screens.
I'm with you, Jonesy. If it's a bang song and everybody's up, go for it. No, it does not. I stand all day at work. You pay for a seat, sit in it.
Yes, it does. Years ago, I was at a Cyndi Lauper concert at the Enmore Theatre. Girls Want to Have Fun comes on. Guy behind me after a while hits me on the head and tells me to sit down.
My friend and I went to see Human Nature, and we had 4 ladies sitting in front of us with Christmas headbands on, we ended up having to stand up throughout the concert because we couldn't see past the ladies' headbands.
Yes, there are going to be times, especially if you're in a seated section, the quieter songs, you can sit down. As Bon Jovi said, get up off your ass.
Imagine singing Cyndi Lauper, Girls Just Want to Have Fun comes on, and people tell you to sit down.
Come on.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Sam Nation.
Podcast.
We've done a topic a number of times about phrases that drive you crazy, and they're things like 24/7 or
My
circling
sister-
back.
Circle back. Remember that lady that rang up and said that her husband, during COVID, she worked out that he's the circle back guy.
He's the guy who says it in meetings.
And she suddenly started questioning the whole marriage. My sister, you know, they're saying 24/7. She's made it even more irritating. She says 24 hours 7.
Well, look, those are positively archaic compared to the phrases that I saw a thread about yesterday that are driving people crazy. This is the new TikTok influencer language that's driving people crazy. They say, please retire these phrases. I did a thing.
Yep, definitely.
Adulting.
Definitely.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Definitely.
I'm just going to leave this here. Or how about this one?
I don't mind that one.
Well, see, this is the thing. You and I probably use them. What about this one? This.
I
This is
hate
where you
that.
circulate someone else's
No.
thoughts, but you say this. And along with that, someone here has said, read that again. Let that sink in. You need to educate yourself. Say it louder for the people at the back. They go, no, I heard you. I just think you're a dick.
I love that. Can I reuse that one?
All the feels.
Yep.
I see that.
I hate that.
The struggle is real.
Yep.
Someone here is saying wanderlust. Don't use it in any context. It's a road trip. Chill out.
Yeah, okay.
And people aren't liking fur baby. If you're going to use fur baby, can I use skin pet for your child?
Just say pet, for God's sake.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but that's a bad one.
Oh, it's a thing, yeah.
Tell me you're Italian without telling me you're Italian. Or tell me you're a parent without telling me you're a parent. One of those ones. How about these ones? Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
No.
Ugh. This is giving me life, or this is everything. I love that for us, or I love that for you. Also, not all heroes wear capes. They're saying retire it.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, it's probably had its time.
Someone saying, can we stop calling everything trauma when it's probably a little uncomfortable?
Yep.
Can we get rid of, can't wait to marry my best friend?
Yeah. As soon as I see that, I know there's something wrong in the marriage.
FTW.
Yeah.
For the win.
Is it?
Have you used it inappropriately? The boss is wondering what you mean.
Really?
And this one, human, HOOMAN.
No.
Someone said that can go straight into the dustbin.
Yeah, don't
If
mate.
you're saying, if you're talking in dog language, my human, hey human,
F off.
Yeah. Okay.
What about some of my stuff? I've got some good ones.
What, stay in school and learn school?
No.
No one's emulating that one. You're okay. You're on your own.
What about bit from column A and a bit from column B?
A, column A, you didn't make that up. And B, it's not yours.
Got that.
You stole that from Mad Magazine and it's 100 years old.
What about when you get ripped off? At least Ned Kelly wore a mask.
Did you make that up?
That's me.
Did you make that up?
I made that up.
You know, you're pulling a face.
What about, what are you, 3? That's me. That's a Jonesy right there.
Speaking of you
Yeah.
saying, what are you, 3 to someone and belittling someone for something they've said, I'd like to address something that you've done recently.
Jam Nation.
So let's go back to Monday for a moment. And you played some audio.
That's in
of
the past, though. It's history.
Well, it was show-offy stuff, so I'm sure you'll want to revisit it. You played some audio of yourself coming home from sailing where you're packing up the boat and you'd had 8 beers.
6.
6, and you weren't driving, let's say that. And you thought you'd phone 2GB and take part in the quiz.
What happened was we're driving back and Sailor Jerry's driving the car and we're listening to the quiz that Brent James does on 2GB on Saturday night. And I have great empathy for people on radio during the night because it's very hard to get callers on air. And he had this long list of dumbos. Well, not a long list of dumbos. There was one person on who wasn't helping him out in any way. And he's not getting any of the answers right. And the answers were so obvious.
Well, you said, you know what?
And I said to Jerry,
I'm going to call up.
I said to Jerry, this poor guy, this is hard. This is hard yakka. I'm going to ring up and help him out. because that's the sort of guy I am. Because I used to do Saturday night radio. I know how tough it is. So anyway, Jerry said, you'll never get through it. I said, I'll get through. I'll just ring the number, whatever their number is, rang through, boom, then I'm on the radio.
Brendan from Cronulla. Brendan, hello.
Brent, how are you, mate?
Mate, I'm well, thank you. I'm well. Now,
I'm a fan of the show, mate. You've changed radio. You're a revolutionary.
I bigged him up.
Oh, please. Please.
I really forget Lawsy, forget Fordham, forget all those guys. It's you.
I can hear every one of those beers.
Absolutely terrific.
On Saturday night, you appreciate
someone taking the Mickey. That's so insincere.
That's true.
And then one bit that you played on Monday, you were showing off and you said, I blitzed all the questions.
Because we do a lot of quizzes on this show. And quite frankly, you even say it yourself, sometimes there's a litany of dumbos.
I don't phrase it like that at all. I say no one got through the quiz today.
And
you thought you'd show off to us about how well you did.
What were the opening words of the Mr. Ed theme? Opening words.
Hello, I'm Mr. Ed.
Can you do it one more time? A little deeper. I mean, you're not deep enough there.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hello, I'm Mr. Ed.
In which UK city was Paul McCartney born, really?
He's born in Liverpool, Brent.
Correct.
Sassy.
Which instrument does Paul McCartney primarily play on
triangle.
stage?
It's got to be the bass guitar.
Even I could answer these.
You are spot on. Okay, this is question number 6. Who did Paul McCartney write the song Hey Jude about?
Oh, duh. Judith Lucy.
Mate, that is correct. Which Wings album featured a red and yellow billiard ball on the front
You don't know this
cover?
one.
Yeah.
70s album, Wings. Wings album featured...
Venus and Mars Rock Show.
Jeez, matey. Okay.
Wow.
Sorry, mate. I'm sorry. I'm just good.
Mate, substitute the word good for a slightly drunk. But you know what? I went back.
6 beers.
That's what you said 5 a second ago. This is what you had played on air.
Yeah.
But there was a bit you didn't play that shows the real Jonesy.
How many times has Paul toured Australia?
Oh, goodness. Okay, so 60s, definitely. Oh, man, that's a lot. Like, it could be...
Well, let me tell you, it's between...
Could I go the other one?
No. It's between 3 and 5. Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's got to be 5.
No. Between 3 and 5.
3.
And then you say 3.
I can't even give them away.
It's between 3 and 5. You say 5, and then when you find out that's not right, you say 3. You were on there for a full 8 minutes.
Am I ruining this? Do you want me to go?
No, you're not ruining it, mate. You're partaking. We're getting through. We're getting there.
I should have my own radio show, don't you think?
Mate, you could. You could.
Remind me not to be on it, especially when you talk like this.
Sorry, mate. I'm sorry. I'm just good.
I'm just good.
Anyway.
You know, I could be one of those dudes who just rings up radio stations as a caller.
And does maths questions.
Yeah. I could be on 2Day FM right now.
Give it a go.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation
Podcast.
Listen up, people. Fasten your seatbelt.
Let's get ready to rumble!
You know what I like about Thursday?
Tell me.
It's Friday Junior, and also what drops today, Double A Chattery episode. What episode is
Episode 6.
Episode 6. You and your good friend Anita McGregor, who is a forensic psychologist. I always love chatting to her because I lie on the lounge and just tell her all my stuff. Largely about you.
I don't think it works that way. I don't think you lie on the lounge.
No, but she
and
listens and she's got that Canadian lilt.
She say, why are you lying on the lounge? We're in a restaurant.
She says, well, Brendan, how does that make you feel?
Well, she does not. She doesn't analyse anyone.
I said, well, Amanda could be a bit mean. And she goes, She writes something
It's
down.
very interesting because she hates it when people say, oh, don't analyse me, because that's not what she does. Her friends, all of that. She doesn't go into therapy mode. She's got very strict boundaries as to friendships versus therapy.
Is that true?
Well, you are not paying it for starters.
No, you got to make hay while the sun shines.
Well, episode 6, it's very interesting. Anita had read an article about about a sex toy getting hacked. It's a chastity belt worn by a man, and these are infrared Wi-Fi driven sex toys. So your partner, and sometimes they're vibrators or whatever, your partner has the remote control and throughout the day, and it's a bit of a sex game.
Oh.
Someone hacked this. So men were clamped on with this chastity belt. and people were demanding money. And who's going to report that to the police? Because shame is one of the big things they play on. Shame and fear.
Yeah.
The new scams. We look back at the scams from when we were kids. The chain letter. Remember the chain letter?
The chain
Pass
letter.
this on to 10 people or you'll have bad luck. Or the one, even sending away for sea monkeys. All early scams, really.
Yeah. Well, and that's the terrible thing about the kids. And this is, the people that say, we've got videos of you watching pornography and we're going to put that out to your family and stuff. And the poor kid doesn't want, very
Of course.
embarrassed.
But what do you do if these days with AI, because AI can mimic your voice and can phone your parents and say, I'm in trouble, quick, I need some money.
Scary.
They can mimic your voice. And so I talked to Anita also about how do we live in a world where we can't trust anyone. Remember when I was first scammed, I was working at Beyond 2000 and I thought, why would someone do that? Why would someone scam us? Why would someone steal our money, steal the wallet, and then tell us, oh, it's all right, I'm going to bring it back to you tomorrow, and then not drop it off? It was so naive.
So this happened. What happened?
Yeah. Well, I was working with Beyond 2000 with Vanessa, our executive producer, and she was carrying what we call the float.
Yep.
It's all the traveller's checks for the production. And someone took her wallet from her bag, and then we had a card in there of where we were staying. So someone phones up and says, sorry, my son's found your wallet. Don't worry about cancelling anything because we're coming back into town tomorrow afternoon and we'll drop it back then.
Whoa.
Of course, never saw them again.
No.
But we were in a state of shock. Who would do that?
And you're thinking, I'm not going to cancel everything.
Yeah. But that's what an early scam that is when you look at the complexity of the ones that kick into either the love scams or the mum and dad scam.
Yeah.
And the advice that I've read about, and we talk about this in the podcast, is if they're preying on your fear or a need for urgency, take a beat.
Yeah.
Take a breath and think about it.
They've probably been going around forever. That's
course
not a
they
real
have.
cave painting.
Yeah, of course they have.
That's a fake.
So we discuss scams,
I love it.
hacks and underpants.
Check it out now. Double A Chattery is out today, iHeartRadio.
Or wherever you get your podcasts, or you can just Google or look us up, doubleachattery.com, and you can see it there.
Jonesy and Amanda's Jam Nation
Podcast.
You hungry?
Starving.
It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it.
Never fancied a mouldy, bacteria-infested slab of meat?
Not a bad ducker, though.
Just fall off the bone.
That's what gets results.
Don't eat too much, though. Tends to give you diarrhea.
TikTok Tucker. We make food from TikTok and eat it.
I've seen this on TikTok a number of times and I thought, does it actually work? We are cooking a trout in the dishwasher, fishwasher it's called. So it was early this morning at about 20 to 7. I got a trout, I put some lemon and lime on it, I sprinkled it with some chili flakes and some oil, wrapped it up in foil in a very tight parcel so that water didn't get into it. And now let's have a look.
We're
We
coming
put it
to you
into the
live from the
dishwasher.
kitchen.
We put it in the dishwasher on the pots and pans setting, 70 degrees, because that's the hottest one we could do. Let's take it out and see what happens.
Here we go.
Okay.
Did you put it on? It's not steamy.
Yeah, it's steamy. Okay,
Oh,
let's.
it's got dishwasher smell.
It does. It's got dishwasher smell. We didn't put any dishwashing detergent in,
You know
but it's
that
got
smell?
all.
That's the worst smell.
But the dishwasher actually, surprisingly, doesn't smell like fish. So
No.
that's a plus. All right, let's see. Let's open it up and let's see what happens.
Doesn't feel really hot.
Ready to unveil our parcel.
Oh. Yeah, it looks all right.
Do you think? You try it. Let me get you a
I don't
fork.
like whole fish.
No, I'm not a fan of whole fish. And I'm not a fan, surprisingly, of raw fish. So why don't you try it and see what you think?
Okay. Let's have a go. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
No. Oh.
Oh, you try it.
What do you mean? Oh? Can we have some salt, Mum? Oh, yeah.
Is it cooked?
Yeah.
Is that cooked?
To perfection.
I'll try it.
Yeah. Get a little plate for Ryan.
I don't want any.
No, but we'll bring you some back, mate.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
You'll leave and like that.
That
Can we
is
put a little
delicious.
bit of salt on there? Not
I
too
don't know why you wouldn't use an oven, but I guess if you wanted to steam it,
I think if you're
this
on
is what you would do.
SAS Australia.
And you've got a dishwasher, but no oven, Brendan.
Yeah, that's what happens. You soft-bellied celebrities. Eat your fish from
That
this dishwasher.
actually is delicious.
I love it.
You hungry?
Starving. Getting what you do, it's the way that you do it.
Never fancied a mouldy, bacteria-infested slab of meat?
Not a bad tucker, though.
Team success.
That's what gets results.
Don't eat too much, though. Tends to give you diarrhea.
I thank the fish for donating its life for this, but this experiment has worked. It took a long time. Was that 2 cycles it went through? Had to go, one cycle in the dishwasher, and it is delicious. What a surprise!
It's just like Amanda. You've been. Yeah.
What does that mean?
A few cycles in your life.
Okay, but I'm still hot. Aye.
And steaming.
Jam Nation.
Everybody shout! Come on now, sing out! It's time for the goodies get together.
Only a few weeks to go, and someone is going to win $20,000 as our favourite ghoulie of the year.
Whoa, what have we got?
There's a hair here, there's a hair there. There is hair everywhere. Long ones, curly ones, brown, blonde or red. On the floor, in the sink.
Okay, well, we'll just leave that there for a minute.
I want to hear where it's going.
It's going to go for some
I
time.
want to hear where it's going.
What else have we got? We'll come back to it.
Hi, Jonesy and Amanda. What gets my ghoulies is when your husband says to his mates, "Oh, sorry, I can't come out today. I have to babysit the kids."
Oh.
Dude, they're your kids too.
Yeah.
True.
You're not babysitting.
No, you'll never hear a woman saying, "I'm babysitting my children."
I wonder how Hair Lady's going.
In my towel and even in my bed. Yikes. So if you plan to stay somewhere, don't forget to look for all the hair.
Who's staying in her bed?
The werewolf?
Goldilocks? Intriguing.
So many questions, so little time. Out with the bad, in with the good. If you dipped out, doesn't matter. You can always consult us via the iHeartRadio app. Record your ghoulie. You could win $20,000 cash thanks to Hare and Forbes Machinery House. It's 2 to 9.
Our favourite caller, email or Facebook friend wins a Sony XG300 X-Series portable wireless speaker.
Mm-hmm.
You just charge it up, grab the easy-to-hold handle, and you can take this great-sounding speaker with you.
Play whatever you want. You also get a Jonesy and Amanda tea towel, an 18th birthday keyring, which is great.
Host of Grand Designs, Kevin McLeod, was on our show today. It had us thinking of one of the past episodes where our house took 22 years to fully renovate.
The tribal drum was beating for longest Reno.
It's been 84 years.
Here's Michael from Toongabbie.
I put a kitchen in the house when my daughter, I think, was on her first birthday. She's now 18, and my wife still doesn't have kickboards or splashbacks.
Oh, Michael.
No. How's she tolerating this, Michael?
I'm actually surprised she's not the one that called up because I've been sitting here. I didn't want to call. I hung up a few times. I didn't want to stop myself, and I'm actually surprised she's not the one. And she'd be listening right now saying,
Louise.
Darling, I'm sorry.
Wow.
I will get around to it.
Michael has fallen on his own nail gun.
He has, but you've one man of the match.
Righto, you two. That's enough.
Ugly Phil is back with the Wheel of Tickets.
Yay. And you can catch us on Jam Nation from 6 to 9.
See you then.
Good day to you.
Well, thank God that's over.
Goodbye. Wipe the tear, baby dear, from your eye.
Catch Jonesy and Amanda's podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Goodbye. Jonesy and Amanda's
Jam Nation podcast. Catch up on what you've missed on the free iHeartRadio app.